Hi, it's Cindy Schwartz again from Vassar College. Now you're going to get a chance to practice the kind of problem that we just did where it was done in a lot of detail. So in this case, we still have two wads of putty and they are going to collide and stick together at point A. And our goal is to find out what direction they move off in. And in this case, we're going to go a little bit further and we're going to find the final velocity of the combined lump of clay. Or I guess I was calling it putty. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is calculate the momentum of each object. So why don't you pause that and find the magnitude of the momentum of the pink object and the yellow object. Okay, so hopefully you got those correct. The magnitude of one momentum is 54, and the magnitude of the other momentum is 50. The next step is to find the components for the initial conditions of the problem. That is to find the x and y components for each object's momenta. So why don't you pause it now and work those out on a piece of paper, and when you're done you can hit play again and you will see the results. Okay, so hopefully you got those numbers. The important thing here to remember is that for the yellow object, both px and py are indeed negative. In fact, if we draw the components, you can see this is your py and this is your px. Okay, so make sure you got the signs right. After that, it's a matter of adding the momentum and finding the final momentum vector. So why don't you pause and see if you can do that, and then you can check the results. Okay, so if you had any trouble with this problem, you may want to go back and look at the gateway problem in a little bit more detail. And last part we're going to do just for fun here is let's find the final velocity of the putty, the magnitude of it. So it's going to be the magnitude of the final momentum divided by the total mass, which is m1 plus m2. So the total momentum is 27.2 divided by the total mass, which is 16 kilograms, gives us approximately 1.7 meters per second for the velocity. And it's good to be able to find the velocity. This is the kind of number that you are going to need if you were going to go on with this kind of problem and calculate the kinetic energy lost. Because for kinetic energy, we usually deal with velocity rather than momentum.